This is our first time celebrating Christmas on a cruise ship.
We're on the MSC Virtuosa for 7 nights. Merry Christmas!
In this video, we're going to share our Christmas cruise with you, including food, drinks, activities, shows, and our overall impression of the MSC Virtuosa. We have cruised before in the United States on Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Holland America, and Princess, but this is our first European cruise and our first MSC cruise, so we're excited to see the difference. The first question you're probably asking is, how did we decide on a Christmas cruise? Surprisingly, it was the cheapest option. Christmas in Europe is high season, and hotels that are normally $50 were triple that. So late one night in Poland, we just booked a cruise. We're having a really hard time finding hotels for cheap enough over Christmas. And there was a cruise that came out to $169 a night for both of us, with all you can eat, all you can drink, and sleeping arrangements. So that's way cheaper than any hotel we found. So here we are on the MSC Virtuosa, December 20th, departing from ZeBrugge with stops in Rotterdam, Havre, Southampton, and Hamburg. The total price, including the drinks package, which we upgraded, was $1,218 for 7 nights.
This is not normal cruise weather for us from San Diego.
The embarkation process was easy. We have US passports, so we didn't need any additional visas. And our first impressions of the ship were great. The MSC Virtuosa is one of the bigger ones in the MSC fleet, and we could definitely tell right when we got on board.
So we booked this like 10 days before departed, and we decided not to pick a stateroom because it was cheaper. They wanted you to pay $50 to pick like where you want to be on the ship. So we just said no because we're cheap. We're trying to save money. We got a balcony and the hugest room, like the hugest room. This is like the biggest cruise room we've ever been on. This is so cool.
It was too cold to go on the balcony all 7 days of the trip. However, it was a welcome upgrade. We've only ever been on the interior, so we felt like big ballers on this trip. The bed was comfortable, the bathroom was great, the service was amazing. Overall, 10 out of 10 for the stateroom. This cruise was different than past cruises for us in that we dropped off and picked up new passengers at every port, so there was a constant buzz of first-day cruisers excited to start their vacation. This cruise was busy, and you could tell. However, because of the constant rotation of guests, no venue or bar ever seemed too crowded. One of the most unique parts of this ship was this main promenade area. It reminded us of Fremont Street in Las Vegas. Not only was it beautiful at all hours, they held cool dance parties here as well, which was great because the average temperature outside during the cruise was in the 30s. So this was a cool place to gather and see the other cruisers. The MSC Virtuosa has 5 pools, including a splash park. The pools were heated, and we spent a lot of time in the jacuzzis. The outdoor pool played Christmas movies you could watch while swimming, and most days there was 1 or 2 staff members available to bring you drinks poolside. However, sometimes we had to get out and bear the cold weather for another Guinness.
Best Christmas ever.
Speaking of Christmas, the ship was decorated so nicely. There was just enough Christmas that you got in the spirit, but not too much that you got sick of it. The crew made these cute displays around the ship, and there was this large gingerbread house that was awesome. On Christmas morning, you could meet Santa on the Lido deck by the pool, and he gave out gifts to all the children on board. We slept through Santa's visit.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see.
One of our favorite things on this cruise was the set sail party. It was full Christmas theme, the crew was dressed up in costumes, and it was a party. This was such a fun way to start our vacation.
The kickoff party is all Christmas themed, and they even have a mini Christmas market. There's a bunch of games, and they say it's gonna snow in a little. This is so cool, like totally worth it for Christmas.
There was a DJ, there was dancing, there was special Christmas treats and glühwein, there was games to play. The whole party lasted about an hour, and at the very end, they shot off snow onto the Lido deck. This was so fun.
It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow.
This is by far the best send-off party I've ever been a part of.
I'll get it done, I'm not going away. And right
The food on the ship was great. We are on a budget, so we did not visit any of the specialty restaurants. We stuck to the buffet for every meal, and we were pleased. The options changed daily, and there was a large variety. The buffet was clean and presented very appealing. Breakfast was our favorite, and they had a fancy option every night for dinner, either a carving station, a roast, or a seafood. This was obviously the most popular station, but we never thought the buffet was too overcrowded.
There is lobster for lunch today, and the people are losing their minds.
Overall, I'd give the buffet food a 7 out of 10. Our only downside was that there was no hot sauce. Like, none at all. We brought one bottle of our own pocket sauce on board, but we ran out of that on day 3. We were able to get a few sliced jalapenos here and there, but we would have loved a hot sauce option. Christmas morning, after Santa met with all the kids and gave them gifts, there was this insane display of cakes and cookies and treats, all winter and Christmas themed. We thought they were only display because they were so pretty, but everything was edible. The little Christmas touches MSC did for this cruise were so great. We loved every bit of it. Now you're gonna think we're crazy, but we only went to the main dining room once for Christmas dinner. We prefer to be on our own time and eat as we wish, not sit down for a fancy meal. However, Christmas dinner was great. It was formal theme, which we don't have anything close to formal because we're traveling with our backpacks around the world, so we wore these Christmas sweaters our friend Angie bought for us. In the main dining room, you order off a set menu, but you can order as many options as you wish. We opted for the vegetable purse and mushroom cappuccino to start, followed by 2 roasted rock lobsters and a traditional Christmas turkey dinner to share. All of this was great. The food was hot and prompt and had great flavor. The dining room was a little crowded and we were seated very close to other guests, which wasn't our favorite. So we ate dessert quick and headed out. A quick side note, there is no room service included on MSC cruises, which is different than cruises we've been on in the United States. We cruised in December 2022, and at this time the Easy package was included with the price of our cruise on MSC Virtuosa, which included well liquors, coffee, Heineken, and house wines. When booking, we found a promo for a free upgrade to the Easy Plus package, which included a few more cordials and liquors, as well as all the beers which were available on board. We ended up drinking mostly Guinness, Fernet, and martinis. The normal upcharge for this package ranges from $12 to $25 a day, so finding this coupon saved us like $600 for the week. We only had one complaint about the drinks, but it's a small one.
So every day we have to do this safety drill, like muster stations, and every day from 4:30 to 5:30, there's no drinks allowed. So we have to entertain ourselves for an hour daily. So today we're playing video games.
There was so much to do on this ship. Without even looking at the daily schedule, you could wander and always find something to keep you entertained. There were Christmas movies playing most of the day at the studio bar on deck 7. You could swim, play video games, go curling, walk the track, go bowling, catch a robot dance party, and just explore this giant ship.
This Santa is made of chocolate. This Jean-Philippe spot on the main promenade deck has all kinds of fancy chocolates that they make in-house, and they just do all of these right in front of you so you can watch them making them.
The daily schedule is dropped off at your room every evening. It's also available through the MSC app, and you can find displays around the ship if you need some more excitement. One of our favorite activities was arts and crafts. We loved making these tissue paper Christmas trees while sipping champagne. We even displayed them in our stateroom. We also did trivia 3 of the nights.
So trivia today was Christmas music, so they play a tune and then you have to guess, and we suck, 7 out of 12.
There's karaoke and dance parties every evening around the ship. The Christmas market was a welcome surprise and really made it a more European Christmas cruise for us. The shows were great. We made it to 2 shows, but I think there was a show every night we were on board. We saw a dance steampunk show, which was so cool. And of course, we caught the Christmas Eve show.
Make my wish come true. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Overall, this cruise was amazing. We rated a solid 9 out of 10. Due to its size, the newness of the ship, the activities to do, the friendly staff, the drinks package, and our amazing stateroom. This was a budget cruise week for us where we didn't have the money to try specialty restaurants or go bowling for an extra charge, yet we still had a great time on board. In fact, we never got off the ship, not once, at any of the 4 ports we docked at. For the price of a 7-night cruise and the fact that this is one of the biggest ships out sailing the world, we feel like we snagged a great deal. The ship was family friendly and there was a lot of activities for kids, but we also didn't feel overrun by children and any of the spaces while sailing. We barely touched on all the activities you can do on board, and we would recommend this cruise line and this ship to everyone. The only downside for us was the food. We have found Royal Caribbean and Holland America to have better buffets than MSC. I probably would get sick of MSC's food on a longer 14 or 20 night cruise, but for 7 nights or under, it was fine. This was a great option for us to save money and have a great time during the high season of travel in Europe. Let us know in the comments if you've ever cruised with MSC and what you think of them.
I've had a blast. It's been a nice break from sprinting around with backpacks the whole time. It's been nice to be at one place for a week and not have to worry about
Missed
food
transportation.
or drinks. Yeah. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
You yelling. Merry Christmas.